Hello and good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, very good afternoon. Any doubts in the 3D modeling?
No, sir.
सर एक्सक्यूज मी सर
Yes.
एंगल प्रॉब्लम में मतलब वो उसके पैरेलल वगैरह कैसे होता है उसमें प्रॉब्लम आती है सर
किसमें? Where exactly?
स्टेशन है उसके कन्वेयर्स जुड़े हुए हैं अब
Okay.
दूसरी मशीन से जब दूसरे कन्वेयर जोड़ते हैं तो पता नहीं चलता मतलब उसकी डायरेक्शन अलग ही हो जाती है सर वैसे 2D की तरह सही डायरेक्शन में नहीं जाता
Okay. एक बार can you please share your screen and show me the problem so that I will tell you where exactly it was and how to resolve it. Are you sharing? What about the rest? Is it okay till now?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
सर इन फ्राइडेज क्लास आपने 2D का जो कन्वर्जिंग और डाइवर्जिंग
Hmm.
कन्वेयर बेल्ट्स वाला एग्जांपल दिया था,
Hmm.
जिसमें ब्लॉकेज हो रही थी,
Hmm.
उसको बफर लगा के ठीक करना था कि उसमें कन्वेयर की प्लेसमेंट की वजह से कुछ होता है?
इसीलिए मैंने कल ये टॉपिक नहीं किया. So now you know what will happen if we use a conveyor. Now what will happen if we use a buffer. So I hope you understand what exactly we want to over there in that. So whether we want to use a conveyor or whether we want to use a buffer, it's up to you, but you need to do that optimization part. Now I give an option to you. So which one you will prefer, it's up to you. In both cases, we'll try to reduce the bottleneck only by using same conveyor as well as by using the buffer. If place is a constraint, if I am getting the blockage, then what I need to do, definitely I'll go for buffers. In buffer I can increase the capacity so that the production won't stop at any point of time. If place is not matter, then I can
Excuse me,
increase
sir.
the length of the conveyor.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Excuse me.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, sir. Yesterday I wanted to ask a question. Is there any limit of number of buffers we are using
No, there is no limit. You can use n number of buffers in the plant.
of same capacity or
Yes,
different?
you can increase the capacity, you can alter the capacity, and you can use n number of buffers. If your plant is having 50 buffers, no problem. You can have the 50 buffers, and 50 buffers you will be giving to some subsequent processes. So number of buffers won't be a problem.
So if suppose there is a blockage in a means suppose we have created a plant
Hmm.
and there is blockage, so and we cannot do miss we cannot alter the missions or anything else. So to reduce the blockage, only option is that we can add buffers.
Yes, we can add buffers. That is why if you have seen any industry or if you go through any videos for industry, there will be like a temporary storages, temporary racks. In that, what will be happened? The bins, the buffers. Once the buffer is collected, buffer is having the buffer is having 100 capacity, then the parts will be stored at a rack or at a storage area. Where what will be happened whenever that process is necessary. So that buffer will be carried to the station and it will be considered as an input for the next process. That is what exactly happened in industry. At each and every process or after each and every process, there will be having some buffers. In that buffers, the collected part, if it is a continuous process, the process will be running. So if the continuous process is having any blockage and it tends to form continuously, then at that point they will be collecting the material and they will be collected in a buffers, and the buffer will be subsequently used. Once the buffer first buffer will be done, then they will be placing second buffer over there, like it will be simultaneous. But what will happen here, the initial process won't stop, that will be continuously running, whereas the outputs will be collected and stored in the buffers. The number is not a matter here. I can store 50 buffers, I can store 100 buffers with 100 capacity, like that I can store the material, I can store it at a certain place.
Okay, sir. Sir, are you showing something on the screen because it is still?
No, I haven't. I haven't
Okay.
sharing anything. I'm just asking the doubts. What about the rest? Is it clear so far? Shall we continue, or do you want me to repeat the yesterday's session once again?
सर
Yes.
सर वो आपने डायग्राम बनवाया वो मतलब एग्जीक्यूट किया था वैसे का वैसे पर जैसा हमें ब्लॉकेज आया था वैसा मेरे में नहीं आया था सर
आप पे नहीं
डिफरेंट
आया?
ब्लॉकेज था सर
मेरा पे आया, क्यों है कि someone has
नहीं सर
figured it out.
मैंने आपको शायद व्हाट्सएप भी किया था
Yes, yes, I haven't seen. I was in traveling. That is why. No problem. मेरा जो I mean
यस
what I have prepared in that model is I have prepared a model in that I forgot to connect two missions. I mean one conveyor and a mission because of maybe the blockage will be continuously happening here. Someone has find it that there is a connection problem. If everything is connected for
यस सर
perfectly, it won't be having any blockage maybe. Even though if it is having blockage, then we
नहीं
will
सर
be
ब्लॉक
yes.
यस सर sir, blockage was there at M4 and M5. बट सर मैंने बफर भी लगाया था मैंने मतलब जैसे सपोज इट कि मेरे ड्रेन में 1 डे के बाद 17,261 पार्ट्स आ रहे थे
Okay.
तो आई हैव पुट अ ड्रेन सॉरी बफर एट M4 बिफोर M4 can you open that file sir where you have drawn I have named same thing it will be easier to
On which day it is? A Friday, I hope.
Friday
Friday is the 9th. Friday is 11th. 11, 10:48. Yes. This is the model,
yes
and there is a no blockage. If I see this one,
Sir, but I am getting blockage at M4. Yes, sir. Sir, but I am getting blockage at M4 and M5.
okay,
From M3 to M5 M4 way.
oh,
Hello.
okay. So what is the time you have given? Maybe it's because of time. Maybe it's
1 day.
no. Mission characteristics. I'm asking about mission characteristics. Here the processing time of mission is 1 minute 30
Sir,
seconds.
it's same for all.
1 minute. I have
Sir, it's
reduced it.
same for all. It means default 10
Okay, 10
seconds
seconds.
only.
Default 10 seconds. Then might be connection problem. Just check it, or else once the session was done, you can share the screen so that we'll work on it. Okay,
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
fine. Okay. So what?
एक्सक्यूज मी सर
Yes.
सर अभी मैं शेयर कर सकता हूँ क्या स्क्रीन उस वक्त सर वो मिल नहीं रहा था मॉडल
Okay, fine, fine. You can share.
ओके सर सर इट इज शेयरिंग
Just a second. Yes, you can share the software now. Software screen.
ओके सर सर एक्चुअली मैं इसकी बात कर रहा था अब जैसे यहाँ तक मैंने ऐसे कनेक्ट किया हुआ है
Okay.
यहाँ तक कनेक्ट किया हुआ है लेकिन सर इसके आगे जैसे कोई भी कन्वेयर ऐसे कनेक्ट करता हूँ तो अब जैसे इसकी जो डायरेक्शन है ये इतना स्ट्रेट नहीं हो पाता सर मतलब इसकी डायरेक्शन कैसे डिफाइन करूँ कि ये भी जो पहले वाले जो कन्वेयर है उसके अकॉर्डिंग ही स्ट्रेट रहे।
आपने थोड़ा आगे लगे, आगे लेके जाओ।
आगे।
ओके, क्लिक इट।
हाँ, अब देखो सर, ये थोड़ा
क्लिक इट, नो
बैलेंस नहीं
प्रॉब्लम,
हो
नो
पा
प्रॉब्लम, क्लिक इट। क्लिक करो वहीं पे।
रहा।
ओके,
ओके, यस सर।
राइट क्लिक करो।
राइट क्लिक।
ओके फाइन, बस
हाँ,
एस्केप करो, एस्केप, प्रेस एस्केप।
एस्केप।
यस, क्लोज दैट पॉपअप, देयर इज ए पॉपअप ओपन, राइट? वो पॉपअप क्लोज करो।
सर कहाँ पर है सर, मुझे शो
नहीं
नहीं हो
नहीं,
रहा है।
वो क्रिएट सेंसर ओपन, ये वो पॉपअप ओपन हो गया ना, उसको बंद करो, एस्केप
अच्छा
प्रेस
अच्छा,
करो।
ओके सर।
ओके, नाउ ऐसा आ गया तो मैंने क्या बोला उसको एडजस्ट करने के लिए, मैनिपुलेटर। हाउ टू डू द मैनिपुलेटर्स? प्रेस ऑन द कन्वेयर, कन्वेयर को क्लिक करो। एम,
ऐसे सर।
नो नो नो, क्लोज करो ये। ओके, बस एम क्लिक करो, एम
यस सर।
क्लिक किया तो बाहर।
यस सर।
ओके, बाहर क्लिक करो, बाहर, बाहर।
ऐसे।
ओके फाइन, हो गया उसका।
हम्म।
हाँ, होल्ड करके एरो बटन होते हैं ना आपका, माउस एरो,
यस।
नॉट माउस एरो, कीबोर्ड एरोस, वो भी प्रेस करके आपको हो जाएगा।
ओके सर।
दैट
थैंक यू
इज़ वन
सर।
मेथड। सेकंड मेथड, आपको ऐसा प्रॉब्लम आ रहा है तो आपको 2D मॉडल बना के उसको 3D कन्वर्ट कर सकता है। अगर इधर बार बार आपको ऐसा प्रॉब्लम आ रहा है, एंड इफ यू आर फेसिंग दिस टाइप ऑफ डिफिकल्टीज नॉट गेटिंग ए स्ट्राइट लाइन्स इन द कन्वेयर और एनीथिंग, then start your model with a 2D representation. In 2D representation, and you know what exactly happened in 2D, everything will be in a straight line, whatever you want you can change it. So once the 2D model was fine, then convert into 3D and do the necessary modifications according to it.
ओके सर।
नाउ इधर आपने क्या किया, देखो डायरेक्टली ये 3D मॉडल बनाया, इसीलिए आपको इधर ओपन 2D और 3D हाईलाइट नहीं हुआ, राइट? इन रिबन बार देखो,
हम्म।
रिबन बार में आपको ओपन 2D और 3D हाईलाइट नहीं हुआ, क्योंकि आपने जो बनाया, जो स्टार्ट किया वो 3D मॉडल बनाया।
यस सर।
Clear what I am saying?
यस सर।
What? Just save this model, save it. No, no, no. Share your screen. Share your
सॉरी
screen.
सॉरी सर।
Okay.
हाँ सर।
Save this model. Save, not save as.
सेव करना है।
बस
ओके
ऑलरेडी
सर।
सेव्ड फाइल है ना, बस सेव कर दो, हो जाएगा सेव। ओके, ओके, फिर भी पूछ रहे, सो गिव सम नेम। ये कहाँ सेव कर रहे हैं अपने? जस्ट ए सेकेंड।
यस सर, डॉक्यूमेंट्स में
फिर
सेव हो रही है।
फिर एक बार सेव एज कर दो, फिर एक बार फाइल,
हाँ सर।
क्लिक सेव एज,
हम्म।
वेट करो। गाइस, everyone is following the same directory, everyone?
No, sir, we are saving it in a separate folder, sorry.
Okay, and you to kindly create a new folder. It is the system directory, I mean it is a default directory where the system files will be saved. This in every file will be having some file larger in space, so it will be consumed by the C drive. So don't do this. So wherever you are installed your software, after that create a folder and name it as examples or reference or practice files, and in that try to save all your files, so that whenever you want to use it as a reference, directly open that I mean model, and you can directly click that file and you can run the program. That is easier one, not like this.
ओके सर।
Okay, and one more thing, so if you have practiced conveyors today, try to save the model with the name of conveyor. If you practiced some model with buffers, then try to save the model as buffers. So once you have done all these practice, all these sessions was done, training session, then what will be happen, you can open that file, I mean previous saved file, first file, conveyor, mission, parallel station, connector, that file you can directly open it and you can check. So initially what have you done, now you, after you knowing all the software, now what is the modifications you can do for that model, for the initial model, like you can check yourself, and it is easier. See, instead of you have saved here m2, m3, m4, m5, you don't know what exactly happened in m2, like what I have done. See, I am also doing the same. I have created with model 1, model 2. I don't know what exactly happened in the model, but I know the dates. With respect to dates, I'm directly opening it. That is what exactly you also need to do. Okay, try to save your
ओके
models with the element which you are using in the plant simulation. That is easier for you to refer. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Now close it. No need of saving. Close it. Close it. Already you have saved this model. Okay, fine. Close. File. Click file.
Yes, sir. File.
Close.
Close.
Now open. Create new model. In that select 2D. Okay, same. Just press a source, click a source and paste it. Same with the drain. uh, Same model. So 3 stations, click a station and place it here, just like your model which you have done in the 3D. Okay, no, not like
Yes.
this. the
Ah,
the model which you have done in the 3D. Yes.
okay, okay, sir.
1, 2, 3. Yes, done. Now connect the conveyor.
Sorry, sir.
No worries, no worries. Just see it.
Actually, sir, थोड़ा slow है.
Okay, fine.
इतना.
No problem, no problem. See, after installing this software, every PC will be running slow only. Okay, fine.
आप इधर शिफ्ट कर
Yes.
देना सर.
Okay, fine. सेव कर दो. हो गया. बस भैया.
मतलब ऐसे इसको बना के बाद
Yes,
में
ये हो गया ना. अभी क्या करते हैं? Then go for this open to 3D.
ओपन टू 3D.
In the ribbon bar, there is an option open 2D by 3D. Yes. Click it. So it will be converting your model into 3D. Then click on yes. Now you will be having this model. Now click on P, planar view. Here you
Yes,
need to
sir.
do the model. I mean, click on another conveyor. Just click on the conveyor.
Yes, sir.
No, not this one. New conveyor. Create a new conveyor.
अच्छा. येलो सर.
Yes. From this mission, yes, from the mission which is visible, click on
सर
the
इसको
mission.
थोड़ा छोटा करना पड़ेगा इसका.
Zoom
ये
in.
थोड़ा
ये कर दो बस. Zoom in, zoom out. Mouse scroll. Okay, fine. Okay.
टाइम ले रहा है.
No worries, no worries. Just click
सर
on a
क्या बोला आपने?
conveyor.
कन्वेयर लेना
Yes,
है और
conveyor. Click from that mission and drag a straight line.
यस सर स्ट्रेट लाइन.
So if you are not getting a straight line again, no worry. Click on escape. Press escape.
सर एस्केप इज ईएससी.
Yeah, ESC.
अच्छा एस्केप.
Okay. If you are facing difficulties in 3D, convert your model into 2D again. Click on 2D. Open to 3D transformation 1. Then again, where is only one. Now your model is 2D. Here you can create your complete model if you are familiar with 2D. Okay. Once you have
ओके
done the
सर.
modification in 2D, then again convert into 3D. This option will be enabled when you start your model in 2D only. Okay.
ओके सर.
Like this, everyone. So if you are having facing difficulties in creating any straight lines or anything, there is one method that directly by using manipulators you can alter the lens, you can make a straight line. Still, if you are having, if you facing any problem, then create your model in 2D. And 2D it is easier when compared to 3D. Once you are once the model is prepared in 2D, then convert into 3D and do the modifications over there. What exactly want you can add in the alter in the 3D directly. Clear?
यस सर.
Okay. Thanks, Mr. Arvind.
सर अभी स्टॉप कर सकते हैं.
Yeah, you can stop it. No worries.
ओके.
Fine. So yesterday, what have we discussed? What are the topics we have covered in yesterday's session?
So conveyors and buses.
Okay. So we have done this one: source, drain, station, parallel station, assembly and dismantle. I will tell you later. Pick and place. Have we done this one? Robot.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Store. I will tell you later. Buffer. Buffer
Yes,
and
sir.
sorter we have done. Conveyor, converters, all these
Yes.
things we have done. Next one is
Yes,
tracks.
sir.
This, wait a second. Okay, this tab was done. Tracks will be discussed whenever I will be, I mean, involving this human. At the time I will be explaining you track application. Next one is resources. In this resources, these are human. Whenever I am using a human, then I need to use these commands: information, user objects, tools. Okay, fine. Then today I am going to explain you humans. Okay, how to involve a human in a 3D model, how to add a person to the to the model. All those things today will be discussed. Okay, just have a look. What is input and an output? Just a second, guys. Okay, so input and an output. How to name it? How to label this one?
Shorts यहाँ से
This is
shorts.
yes. How can we supposed to label this one? How can we supposed to show here the name of this one?
सर कैप्शन में जानना है कैप्शंस वगैरह
Page
में
3D properties, captions, name. Okay, fine. See, one important thing: whenever you are preparing a 3D model or a 2D layout, names will play a key role. Why? Because in human also I am going to use some human applications today. So if at all we are using a human, then the labeling must be there in the plant. Otherwise what will be happened? There is a difficulties. Okay, I will show you. So what exactly the difficulties will be faced while using this human input, and I am placing this drain. Okay, input and drain was done. Now I am using simple uh, what have I done here? Have I explained you this? Did I explain you this one? How to import multiple machines at a time?
So by pressing control.
Yes. Okay, which means I have explained you. Same. Okay, 1 2 3 and 4 missions, and this is the output and this is input. Same. How to get a multiple connections?
So first we will click on the from the ending point. We will press control with it.
Okay, so clicking this one, and we need to press and hold control, then you can, like this. Okay, these are all some advanced shortcuts. Fine, now I have done this one. I want to give some notations: m1 and name, m2, m3, m4. Okay, anyhow I don't want this. I want a realistic model. Done. See, everything is connected. Let me check whether it is running or not. So I haven't given any time, so I'm reducing it real time. Let's check it. Okay, it's working perfectly. Now my planar view was done, so I am exiting from the planar view. So this is what my 3D representation is here. So if at all we are using some humans in the plant or humans in the model, then first mandatory thing is, so we need to enter into resources tab. In that resources, there are three mandatory things to involve a human in the model. First one is, sorry, where is this one? There is work pool. Yeah, worker pool, which means it is like a area, it is like a room, it is like a storage area, just like the source. What will be happening in the source? There will be a lot of inputs will be collected here, and from this source the input will be given to the machine. Like worker pool is a device, or it is a component, or it is a room where all the workers will be stored. If at all I want 100 workers, then 100 workers will be saved here. From this we can extract. If at all I want 5, then I can extract 5 from this worker pool. If at all I want 10, I can extract from this one. That is what exactly worker pool is. Okay. And next one is broker, which is nothing but he is the one who is supplying workers to this worker pool. In industry, what will be happen if I talk about some technicians, some workers, general workers, then what will happen? There will be having some contract basis, some person is there, some contractual team will be there, they will going to supply the persons to the industry. Like this is the broker, is the person who is giving material, who is giving persons to this worker pool. So whenever you are using a human in your application, then you need to place these two things must in the model, then only humans will enter into your model. So broker as well as worker pool. Fine, two things was done. Next thing is this one, workplace. We'll call it as a workplace, which means, see, I will explain you. If I click here, what exactly it is showing? Human. Okay, human placement, which means human will come here and he will do the work from this place. This is called as a workplace. Now if at all I want a human to work here, then I need to place this here. If it was like this, not like this, if I click here and drop somewhere, which is red color, which means it is not assigned to any mission, that is why it is showing red error. If I drag and drop near to the mission, so which means automatically it will be directed in this mission, which means mission is in this phase, so this was assigned to this one. Or else you can directly drag and drop here, it was assigned. Similarly, another workplace, so I can place somewhere, and once you have placed it, then you can drag and drop to the mission. See, when you drag it to the mission, there will be a shortcut pop-up will be erased, so you need to click like this, so it was raised, which means there is a relationship between these two was happened. Now you need to select and you need to drop here, so automatically it will be adjusted. Same, you can drag here. Okay, so directly you can drop here, it will be attached. Otherwise, see, you need to click and you need to exactly place at the mission, so automatically created. So if you are facing difficulties while creating this one, then click somewhere. Once it was defined, then drag and drop to this mission. See, there is a shortcut that is enabled. Once the shortcut will be enabled, then drop it. So a relationship, so once it was assigned, so automatically the red color will be converted to white color, which means it was having some relationship with this mission. Now drag and drop here. Now what happened? What is the problem here? If I show you this model, what is the problem you are going to identify? Visual problem. What is the visual problem here that you will identify? Anything you observed in this model?
Humans are not in 3D.
No, that is a place. We haven't actually assigned any human. That is a place, which means like a chair. So I am placing a chair over there, which means human will come and he will sit over there and he will do the operation. That place is nothing but a chair. Okay, representation. That isn't like that only. It's like a sticker. See, one thing is, what is this one? M1. What is this one? Guys, what happened? Why are you so silent? What is this M1, M2,
Machine
M3,
one.
M4? What are these?
Captions or
Okay.
labels.
Yes, labels of the mission. See here, there is a human placement is there. At the same time, there is a label is there, which is overlapping. Okay. For this, on the first day, on the yesterday session, I have explained you. So how to change this label? How to change the direction of this label or the position of the layout?
Sir, by increasing or decreasing the x coordinate in the caption section, x or y
Equals
coordinate.
to
Yes, suitable.
or 1 or 0 0.5, 0 0.6. Fine, it was somewhat acceptable. Now what happened? Mission was side. If you want, you can drag somewhere and add 3D properties, and you can change the caption to 0 0.5. Similarly, this mission is also edit 3D properties in the animation 0.5. Okay, and click on this one, and you can use your mouse arrows to change this position, or else directly you can use this also. This is also possible, and this one is also possible like this. Okay, now we have assigned 4. Fine. The next thing is, what is the next thing? So if I run the simulation, see, I have assigned a worker pool, which means from this worker will going to come. I have assigned a broker where the workers will come to this work pool. I have assigned worker positions also. Now I want to run the simulation. Why the workers is not coming?
So because we have
So
not.
because the worker pool is not connected to the workstations.
Yes, we have dragged and dropped, which means we have given them, we have picked them in the layout, but we haven't created any relationship with this one. Now here, how many missions are there?
4.
4 missions. So I want 4 operators to work, come here and to operate it. So which means in the work pool, from the work pool, I need to extract 4 workers. To extract that one, so you need to enter into this statistics. So double click this one. Now see, there is a pop-up here. Workers, creation table. Here, so whenever you want to extract someone, so you need to select here only, creation table. So you need to click on this creation table. Again, there will be another pop-up that will be raised, which is, it is asking, this is worker code and amount. How many workers we are going to want here?
4 workers.
See, I am pressing 4, but it is not at all possible. It is not at all enabled. To enable this one, see here, there is a small box is there. So we have to click on that one. Then it was enabled. Creation table. Here you can add 4. Okay. See. You want 4 workers here. So you need to enter into worker pool. And in that worker pool, so before clicking this one, before entering into creation table, you need to enable, which means you are modifying this one. So you need to enable this one. If you enable this one, this file will going to modify. So you need to click this one. And here resource worker, how many workers you want? You can directly give 4. Now 4 workers I have assigned. Okay. Okay. Reset the simulation. Run it. We have assigned the workers. Still the workers are not coming. Why?
We haven't connected.
Actually, we haven't connected. Here, we are not going to connect like this. We are not going to connect this with this one, which is not at all possible also. See. For this, we need to enter into mission properties. So whenever you are entering into mission properties, there will be having more tabs. If you observe, see here, there will be a number of tabs. Time, setup, failure, control, exit, statistics, like there will be having multiple tabs. In that multiple tabs, what is this tab will be used for? Times tab. Why the times tab will be used?
To alter the processing time.
See, here I am changing it to 60 seconds. So whenever we want to change or optimize the, whenever we want to operate this processing time, then we are going to use this time step. Here I have defined processing time. Now second one is setup. Setup is like whenever we are changing an operation, which means I have explained you changeovers, right? In the starting session, changeovers.
Yes, sir.
Any idea? I have explained you starting. While explaining the plan simulation, there is an option called while planning. There is a changeovers. So we need to minimize the changeover like I have explained you. In that, this is what exactly changeover setup. So whenever there are two or three operations are performing at a simple mission, now I need to change the setup. For every mission there will be having a vise, there will be having a jig and fixer. At least I need to change the part from the bench wise or from the mission wise. Then I need to add something. When I want to change the program, that is called as a setup. Here we'll technically will call it setup. For setting up, how much time it is needed, like I need to discuss that in this tab. Next tab is failure tab. If at all a mission was failed, so what is the failure rate? What is, because of the failure, what will going to happen? Like all those things will be discussed in the failures tab. Okay, so I will explain you all those things in a step by step way. Okay, not today. Tomorrow we are going to discuss about these failures. Next one is controls. These controls, it is like completely programming. So there is a exit. Like I explained, you, there is some exit strategies. So how to do simple models for a convergent or a divergent. See, there will be a lot of strategies here. So what will happen if I use a random? What will happen if I use a percentage? What will be happen if I use a minimum number in? Like there will be different exit strategies also. I will explain you that also. Next one is statistics. From this, we are going to calculate how many parts will be processed, what is the time, how much production I am going to get. All those things I will be discussed in this statistics. Next one is importer. Importer is like whenever I am using a human, then I need to enter into this importer tab. Okay. Next one is energy. So this machine will be definitely used some power. That power resources will be calculated here. Next one is cost. So if at all I'm using a mission, then how much cost I'm involving for that, how much time I'm using that, based upon the time, how much energy it is efficient, how much cost I'm getting, how much cost I'm invested actually. Like all those things will be calculated in the cost. Now in this application, which tab I need to select? There are a lot of tabs here. Which tab I need to select?
Importer tabs.
Yes, we need to enter into importer tab. This is called as importer. Here, so if you want to enable the human service for this mission, if you want to enable, which means human will come and he will operate this mission, then only that mission will process. That will going to happen when you click active. If it is in disabled mode, then what will be happen? Mission doesn't be, I mean mission will be operated on its own. Till now we are running the missions on its own. We haven't assigned any workers or we haven't assigned any conditions, so that the missions will running perfectly, I mean on its own. Now I am clicking active. Now see, that's it. Okay, now there is no refresh here. Reset the simulation. If I run it, what is the time here? We have given 1 minute. So 58, 59. It will take one. You see what happened here? Why the second human is not coming to this station?
We haven't enabled that option in this machine.
Yes, we
Because
haven't
machine.
assigned that
Yes.
any operator to these missions. Like the same, we need to do the same process here. We need to enter into mission 2 characteristics, and in that we need to enter into importer tab, and here in the active services you need to enable. Okay, you need to reset it, run. Okay, if I increase speed, this same process I need to continue. Let me decrease this time, default 10 seconds. Now I am entering into this mission, importer active services. Same this mission, importer active services. Okay, reset the simulation, run the simulation. Okay, based upon the time, see, based upon this workflow location, they will decide the free movement area. Now I ascend here, so the workers will directly entering here. If I am placing them here, this at this position, so he will come like this. If I place this guy at this corner, okay, this is what going to happen. Now, if this work pool is at this location, what will be happen because of this? This material handling will be, I mean, there is a blockage will be there. Now I want to reduce it. That is why I am placing this work pool or location somewhat near to my model. So this is easier for me. Now I run the model. See, if I disable this one, till now I haven't shown you what exactly happen if I disable this one. If I disable it, sorry, let me reduce the speed, reset, now see. You are not able to see the actual movement, actual thing that is happening in the model. That is why we need to select real time. If you click real time, everything will be in a smoother manner, okay, in an easier way. Clear? This is a human application. Now the same application I will be explaining you in different way. Clear with this one?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Everyone?
Yes, sir.
So if you are clear, then we will be moving to, I mean, in the human only next topic. Control C, Control V. Let me check. Yes, connected, connected, connected. Now here, how many humans I am using here in this application?
Oh,
Now I am assigning here directly C, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, 4 different workers. Now I want another 4 workers to work on these locations. How to do that? Hmm?
Sir, we have to add four more workers to the worker pool.
Okay, I am adding 4 more workers. So directly do I need to add here? Okay, I'm adding.
8.
Okay. Now, what is the next step?
Sir, then we have to click on the machine and go.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Now I'm doing one important thing here. See, here,
Excuse me, sir.
yes.
So, what happen if without means giving work area we activate the means human part?
Sorry, didn't get you. Didn't work. What
So,
exactly?
what happen?
Yes. What
What,
happened?
what will happen if one of the three components will be missing for the human section?
What is the pop-up here that is visible? Okay. So it is like a importer from this broker only. Okay, let me just stop the simulation. This broker will act like a storage area. From this storage area, so not this one, importer. From this storage area only, this work pool will pick. So if you have defined 8 here, so this will define, I mean this will collect that 8 from this broker only. So there is having inbuilt relationship. That is why we need to have a broker and work pool. If I delete this work pool, now see, there is no any device which will produce a human. So model won't work. Work pool is a mandatory thing. Now, okay, okay. Now, yeah, have a look here. What is happening here?
Because in work will be we have assigned only one worker.
So in default, so if you reset the simulation, when you click that worker pool and there is a creation table, the default is one worker. So if the workstations are 100 and you haven't changed this one, what will be happen? One worker will going to work on 100 locations. That is what will going to happen if there is this much. Now I am using 4. How many workstations are there here? How many? 8 workstations. I have assigned 4 workers. Now see what will happen. Clear?
Yes, sir.
This is one of the application. If they will be having limited workers and they tend to move within this area for all these missions, then they can freely move like this. If I have given a condition, that condition is like one worker from M1 will work in M2. M1 and M2 will be done by one person, M3, M4 will be done 1%, M5, M6 will be done by 1%, M7 and 8 will be done 1%. That logic will be discussed tomorrow session. Today we will going to practice this humans only, like how to do a free human. Okay, why? Because if I say that complications, those complicated things also today in this session, so you will be getting confused. Now work with these things, like how to import a human. Now someone has asked this one, what will be happen if I remove this one? See, if we have received this broker, what will be happen? There will be no importer, there will be no importing of human to this work pool, so the model going to fail. If there is no work pool, then there is no any device which will produce the human, so model will fail. If I remove this workplace, see what will happen, still it is failed. Why? Because we have assigned worker and we have assigned work pool, but we haven't assigned any place where which the human will come and he will do the operation. That is why the model will also fail. Okay, whenever you want to operate, so you need to make sure that these three elements are in the model, then only that model will go into work perfectly. Now I have assigned here, see, fine, creation table, here I want to use 8, okay, okay, reset, run, 8 workers will do their part. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Suppose we have a mission and we have modified it according to our means use, and suppose we are copying it and pasting it somewhere else. So the new which we have pasted, the mission will have same characteristics, or it will have the means as usual.
See, what you have said is this one. We have imported everything here for this mission. There will be, okay, just a second. Let me delete it. This mission, I am giving some 60 seconds of time. Okay, and it is having importer enabled. Now, if I copy and paste it, time is same, import results enabled. Okay,
Yes, sir.
you can't do this one. See, if I control C, control V, it is not the correct method actually. For a workplace, you need to drag and drop. Then only it will be perfectly defined. Otherwise, what will be happened? There is a relationship between these two, and you copy pasted it one. So what will be happen? There will be having sometimes this mission will always be a relationship with this person. That is why whenever you are copying paste, so you have done the copy paste of this mission, then you need to click another workplace and you need to assign a new workplace here, so that it will be having a wholesale relationship with this mission only. Okay, now see, and one more thing here, these four missions will be labeled. Now I want to label this one. What it should be? What is the name of this one? If I follow in sequence, after fourth, what it will be?
M5.
Okay, M5. Why there is a red color? See, edit 3D properties, captions enabled, and here I am making it to 0, not 0, -1. Why there is a red color here?
Because that free space was attached to a mission named Station 1.
Okay, that is the thing I want to explain you. See, this mission was, I mean, this workplace was assigned to this station. See, whenever you will be moving your cursor, what it was written? Workplace 6, and it is connected. There is a connected arrow, and it's connected to station 2. Okay, that is the relationship for this one. Now what I am doing here, I am opening this one and edit 3D properties, and I am going to change this property to M5 M6. Now what had happened here? This was actually having a workplace. Previously it was connected to station 1 or station 2. Now what happened? I have changed the name. So the relationship was completely lost here. Same with this one. So what is the relationship here? Workplace 6, and it is having a relationship with station 2. That is defined in the dialog box here, small dialog box. Now if I rename this one, see here, this one is M7. So if I rename it again, same with this also, M8. If this is happened, then you need to again drag and drop on this mission. Drag and drop on this mission. Now, whenever your cursor will go, see there is a pop-up. Workplace 4, and M5 was connected. Same. If you check this one, workplace 5 and it was connected with M6. And if you come over there, there is only workplace 6, there is no any connection. So you need to drag and drop. Now workplace 6 and M7. Same, if you drag and drop workplace 7 and it was connected with M8. Clear? That is why I have explained whenever you are using an operator or in this person, labeling is mandatory. Labeling is must. Without labeling, what will be happen? Again, you need to do lot of reworks. If this is smaller task, you can do it. So once I have do some complicated work with the human, which means human transportation or a human advanced modeling, like one station to another station, human defined work. At that time, what will be happen? There are a lot of things that will be depend on the name of this mission. At the time you need to change multiple components. Again, while changing multiple components, sometimes you will miss some things and it will create a problem in your model and your model won't going to run or work. Okay, so this is what going to happen. So before doing that only, you need to label your mission. Once you have done the labeling part, then you need to import this workplace and you need to assign a relationship between this workplace and the mission by dragging and dropping on this one. So there will be a relationship that will be enabled. So this is the systematic way. So this is how the standard way is: mission, labeling it, then workplace and assigning this one. So once these parts were done, then we need to go to this worker work pool. And you can do this labeling also. There is a workplace one. You can define that also. Workplace one and here workplace. I'll say W1 caption enable. See, there is this one enable. If you want, you can like this, or else you want, you can change it caption and rotation 180 or 270 no 90. Okay, let us say 90. Now what happened here? This is mission 1 and this is worker 1. If I wanted, I can change the appearance also, like captions it was done. Then there will be animations and poses, graphics. If at all I want, I can change the graphics. As of now, I'm not entering into graphics tab, you will be getting confused. So this is how we are going to add some notations to the values. Now this is mission 1 and this is worker 1, like unit to assign. Clear with this simple human application?
Yes, sir.
Now,
Yes, sir.
now I am having 20, I mean 10 missions. So this is the basic example I have done. So I'm saving it, save as. So this is my directory and today I'm saving it with human 1. Save. Now it was saved. Now I am deleting. Now what will happen? See. Now there are 4 missions and how many workers are there here? If I assign like this, why the remaining workers are not coming to the model?
Sir, because only the 4 workers are needed for operating at the machine. So,
Okay, there are 4 workplaces we
Sir,
have
because
assigned.
workplaces are four.
Yes, we have assigned 4 workplaces, so 4 workers will come. Now I assign one more human here. If I try to pick, now I assigned a workplace. Now see, but still no any human is there. Why? I have assigned a workplace.
But the workplace
Hmm.
human is not activated.
Yes. There should be having a mission. For importing a human, there should be having a mission. At the same time, they should be having a workplace. And they both should be having relationship. Then only they will call the human from this work pool. Okay. Now See what I will do is I will rotate this. I will this one. Now what happened? Previously it was defined this one. Now it was defined this one. See here. Why this place isn't considered?
So because there is only one mission and one human is only required.
For this application, for this is a standard application. Whenever we are giving this thing, see, have a clear look on this one. Resource worker, we haven't assigned any special task here. So the default task is come to the mission and to operate. For the default task, for a mission, only one person is needed. Okay, if there is a special task, I mean, if at all I want to do some special application like two or three workers at a mission, then I need to specify these additional services. Whenever I specify these additional services, then only two or three workers will going to work here. And I need to specify what sort of work they are performing here. I need to describe that. And I need to describe that here. Then only they will going to perform in this one. Okay, so we will be discussing in this in the later phases. First initial one is worker, and we need to assign it to the missions. And one more thing here, I'm resetting the simulation. I don't want this additional space, and here there is one option here. If you click this one, there will be having different options: attributes tab, statistics tab, controls, and user defined. User defined is like, I mean, which means I can prepare a program. For every 3 minutes I need to produce a 15 human. Again, after 3 minutes I need to produce the 15 human. Like, I need to specify some sort of programming that can be done, that can be defined here. So this complete plant simulation can run with respect to this toolbar, at the same time can run with the help of some coding also. So if at all there is a special applications is there, special conditions is there, at the time I can write a program and I can write here. Here in this model, I can't prepare a model like for every 1 minute I need to produce two parts, two human. Again for 10 after 10 minutes I need to produce two human. After 10 minutes I need to produce two human. It is not possible here. For this I can write a program and I can check. Default is whenever a machine is running, whenever a machine is calling a person, then the person is coming and doing this operation. This is the default thing that can be possible without the means of coding. But if it is beyond this one, if it is more than this, then we need to prepare some coding part here. Same with the controls also. When to operate a program, when to close a special program, I mean user defined program, that can be defined this entries and exit. Statistics, I hope you know what is the percentage, planned, unplanned, all those things will be here. Attributes, in the attributes tab there will be lot of things involved. So what is the purpose of creation table? Hmm?
So to
So
add
to
the
define the
number of
number.
workers.
To define the number of workers, at the same time to specify the work, no, to specify the work which they are performing. So here I am clicking creation table. Now this is a code for the worker, and here we are specifying how many workers we want. After that, if at all I am using a shift, I mean A shift, B shift, C shift, like different shifts the plant is going to work. If at all I'm using a shift, then what is the shift I am using here, that can I can note use here. And there will be having speed, how much speed they are doing is operation, how much efficiency I can be done, I will be getting that information also. And additional service, in additional service I can add multiple operations, like someone is inspecting, someone is transporting the part from one area to another area, someone is spray painting, someone is only checking, someone is sitting ideally. Like, I can define additional service here, and I need to define that service to the workplace so that they both will match. Like, I can define multiple operations here. See here, this row was done. Now append row, and here this human open. I will show you a simple thing, don't get confused. Open 3D. I will explain you in these later phases. This is the human. Add 3D properties, graphic settings, material, and here I am changing it to black. And here add 3D properties, material active, and I am changing it to some bluish. No, yes, okay. Okay, I will be defining this like this. Now I assigned and close this guy. What happened? Oh God. Yeah, I have some fine. No, this is not possible. Actually, what will be happen? I can change the humans also. Representation. See here, this is the first representation. Maybe fluid, not fluid, resources, worker, and here right click, derive, and this is the worker guy. Right click, new 3D properties, closing it. Now I'm changing it to material. Okay, so this is the person. Rename W1. Okay, and derive. Open 3D. I'll be closing it, and here. Special application done here in the work pool. I need to go for creation table, and I will be picking and dropping this here, and I will be picking and dropping this here. Okay, apply. Okay, reset the simulation and see. This blue guy. Yeah, see here, which means based upon the work, some persons will do the inspection work, some person will do this one. This is also capable of performing here in this work table. In creation table, we can assign multiple like this. One worker will do one operation. If this guy will operate, then I can give operate. I mean, this blue uniform will do this operation. I can write right here. operation, and these will do some other inspection. Like I can define the different operations, and I can done by using these persons.
How we can add means column on that table?
Those things will be discussed tomorrow. I have shown you the methods. Okay, tomorrow I will be explaining how these guys will transport if they won't be having any conveyor, and the human need to pick a part from this station and he need to give it to this station. Human transportation, human material handling, how we need to do that I will explain you in tomorrow session. In that session I will be explaining you all those things, how to do this one, how to add different rows, how to add a special task. All those things I will be discussing you in tomorrow's topic. Okay, today we have done this one. Now creation table done. What is this one? Next one, get job orders in pool only. What is this one? Is my screen visible properly?
Little blurry.
Little blurry. Fine. Okay. Workers can work remote. See, there are two options here. That one of first option is get job orders in pool only, which means from the work pool the operators will work. If I click enable this one, okay. If I reset it, what happened? There is a problem here. And same workers can work remotely, which means sometimes what will be happen, they will sit in the room itself, they will sit in this one and they will work this one, like work from home option, but which is not at all possible. So we are not going to select these two options, so we are not selecting these two right now. Apply, reset, run. Now it is running perfectly. Let me increase. Yes. Now, and there one more thing here. If you observe this one, there is one main icon, travel mode. Okay, here what is the option which you selected?
Move freely within area.
That is why whenever I am saying, see, if I pick this one, apply, reset, and run, they will be calculating the least distance. They will be finding the best possible way, and they are doing it on its own. If this mission, before that, I will be explaining you one thing. If I click O, see, this is no way correct. Why? See, just observe it. What is happening here? What is this connector represents?
Relationship, sir.
Relationship between M4 and
Machine.
drain. Okay. Now what exactly this means? What exactly this connector will do here?
So it means, sir, there is some means through which the product is being transferred to the train.
Okay. If the product is transferred, then what will happen if human is passing it in the middle of it?
So collision,
Okay.
so not,
That is what
not
exactly I
possible.
am showing here. See, the red color is called as a dangerous zone, which means a human cannot enter in this danger area, red area. But here, what is happening here? See, human is passing through this one, and he will be, I mean, passing through the middle of the process, and he will be entering its to work area, which is no way correct. Why it was happening? Why? Because we haven't assigned any path. What is the option selected here? What?
Move freely within area.
Move freely within area, which means workers having no any limitations to work on this one, to follow this route only. That is why they will be having this free area. They will be calculating the least distance. They will be, see, if I place this mission at this one, they will be calculating the least distance based upon this one. Automatically they will come and they will have here. See, That is what exactly happened. If I press list. So here I don't want it. I will change it. I will tell you that also. Next one is broker. See, there is a broker that was defined here. So it was in relationship with this work pool. So you have assigned this work pool. When I open this one, so there will be a pop-up and there is a broker option here, which means it is assigned with this one. Next one is shift calendar. I hope you know shift calendar is, right?
Yes, sir.
What it would be?
Sir, means what is the shift of the working of the worker?
Yes. In industries will work 24 by 7 continuously or continuously. That what will be happen? We can't pick or assign a human for 24 hours. So that to maintain the mission perfectly, to maintain the mission continuous way, so the complete working hours will be defined into 3 or 4 based upon the work, and it will be defined as a shifts. If the shift is divided into 4, then 24 by 4. 24 hours by 4, so every shift will be having 6 hours. If it is having 3 shifts, then 24 divided by 3, so it is like it was defined. So now what will be happening, each and every shift will be having some 6 to 8 hours of working time, so that that special shift persons will come and they will do the path. Once the operation was done, again they will be going back to its home. Again second shift will coming. So all the shift related activities can be performed, and that can be defined here in the shift calendar. Those things I will explain you. Okay. Parts buffer. Whenever I am using a shift calendar, uh, at the time I will explain, don't worry. Why? Because you will be getting confused if I explain you. Now what exactly I'm trying to say you is, so this is the model. Now I'm changing this one. There is an option move freely within area. If I drop down menu, if I select this one, there will be 3 paths. Second one is walk along footpaths. Third option is beam to workplace. So if I click the third one, beam to workplace, see what will happen. You tell me what happened. Hmm? See again.
It is suddenly the worker is suddenly appearing at the station.
Okay. That is what exactly happened. The worker will automatically, suddenly, whenever a part is entering into mission, instantly the worker will appear over there. That is called as a beam. So, which what exactly defines is, we are not assuring, I mean, we are not showcasing the path here. We are showcasing when the part entered here, automatically this human will work. Now, see here, just observe the difference here. Now, if I select this move freely within area, what happened? Move freely within area, apply, OK, reset, run. Now see. Now what is the thing you have observed here? I am pausing it here. What have you observed? What is the difference between this and the beam?
So in beings, the worker is already present there, but here when the product is coming, then the worker is means moving from work pool to the station.
Yes. The main relationship you need to observe, you need to understand here is, in freely walking area or walk along footpath, there are two options here. In these two options, move freely within work area, and second one is walk along footpaths. In these two options, whenever the part entered into that mission, I mean the part entered into a mission, then the mission will give signal to the work pool, then the worker will start coming to its position. Okay, this is the method that will follow in move freely as well as walk around footpath. In industry what will happen, so uh, a part is coming, which means the part is about to come, there is a 1 minute of delay, so after 1 minute the part will come, like there is a thing, so that information will be shared to the work pool. So this worker will come here, and whenever the part will be there at the time, automatically that human will also be there. That is the relationship in the beam to workplace. So which means a part, whenever a part was entering into mission, instantly the human will also be there. Okay. which creates an assumption that human will be ready to work or human will be at this position. So whenever a part is entered here, so automatically the human will appear. That is beam to workplace. Okay, some companies will use this one to eliminate the bottleneck, some, but generally companies will try to use, just a second, these two only: move freely within work area, as well as the second option, move along footpaths. Why? Because they want to see what exactly the path they are following, or the path which was defined for them to follow. So how it was, so whether how much time it was taking to travel the given path, how much to, what is the defined path, what is the predefined path, what is the default path which they are taking. So for using this material handling, all those things can be calculated in these two things. Okay, clear? Now we have done this first part, move freely within work area. If we click this one, what will be happen? So if you run the simulation, worker will take the least route for this method, for this mission, and he will go to that location and he will do the assigned work. That is what exactly happen if we assign this one. Okay, move freely within work area. Clear? They won't follow any conditions here. What is the limitation? If at all I don't want to move my worker in this, between these two, it is not possible. The worker will calculate its own distance and he will move. That is freely moving work area. Second option, third option is beam to workplace. In beam to workplace, what will be happen? When the workpiece is entering into mission, instantly the human will also appears to that mission. That is a beam to workplace. Okay, which is not that much of useful in this plant simulation. Generally in plant simulation, any industry or any project will be done on these two bases only. First is move freely within work area, second one is walk along footpaths. By considering these two only, they are going to calculate how much time it will take for the humans to reach the work position, workplace, how much time it will take to reach from one area to another area. All those things can be calculated in these two only. Okay, generally these two will be used. Now we have done this one. Now we will be discussing about walk along footpaths. Clear as of now? The other two options.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, if one human is assigned to two missions, so beam इसमें कैसे मतलब देखेगा फिर?
No, it is not possible. They again, for every option there will be having some limitations. It is not possible for the beam. If one worker is having multiple options, multiple things, then beam is not possible at that thing at the time.
O- Okay, sir.
Okay. Now walk along. Now I am selecting walk along footpaths. Now what is a footpath?
So the path given to the workers on which it will move to the station.
Yes. Not only this, so in the roads also we have seen the footpath, which means it is that is for the pedestrians only. Okay, footpath is designed for the pedestrians, which is the mandatory place where the humans will walk, where the pedestrians will going to walk. That is called as a footpath. Here I am selecting walk along footpaths. Okay. Now I need to reset the simulation and I want to run it. What is the error?
Sir, we haven't assigned the footpaths.
Yes, we haven't assigned any footpaths and we are asking the work pool to follow. I mean, we are asking the workers to follow footpath. That is why we will be having an error. Okay. So it will take some 15 to 20 minutes for this one. So you want me to continue or shall we disclose the session? Close the session. It's up to you once only.
Sir, tomorrow will be okay.
Okay, fine. Today, practice this human completely. Why? Because again, footpath is completely different topic, and if you use a footpath, again there will be lot of things you need to consider. That is why I'm just asking you. So don't worry. This human section, try to practice on all the models which you have prepared as of now. Like you have prepared a basic models. In that basic models, try to complete the model. I mean, try to close the model by adding all the things. Once you have done the modeling part, then assign some workers like this. Define some workers. Don't assign multiple workers. Here I have shown you to differentiate what are the different capabilities. These things I will explain you in I mean in the next few days. So don't worry about these things. Assign the worker and define the work and each and every machine should be having one worker. Like that, try to perform some applications. Okay, clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
We can have more than one work pool or worker.
No, 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 no. See what will happen. I will show you that also. We have defined a work pool only, so it was defined. So if we want another work pool, then we need to enter into this one, importer, and there will be a broker. So we need to define this broker, we need to define and we need to drag here. So broker one is assigned. Here I want, see here I am assigning uh, two different workers and work 11. Okay, 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 and here creation table worker 11 I have assigned, right? So this one, okay, okay, and for this mission also importer and drag and drop. I will be explaining you tomorrow all these complicated things. Don't worry, I'm just checking is it acceptable or not. Sometimes it will take, sometimes it won't take. Broker one here, transporter no need, fine. Same with this one, yes. I need to check this also, and broker, and here I need to assign this broker one. Okay, net, reset it. Yes, working. I mean, if at all we want to use another work pool, then again you need to use another broker. At the same time, you need to assign for the rest of the missions, just like this process. So if you have only two missions, okay, and for these two missions you want to assign a broker and a work pool, then you need to do this one. So if you want to if you want to assign another work pool, then you need to another this one and this one, and there will be two more missions. In that work pool you need to enter work pool. All this is a complicated thing, I will explain you the things tomorrow. So be familiar with this initial thing. Okay, be familiar with this initial thing. Once you are familiar with this basic human working, then I'll explain you some of the complicated things, okay, which will need much more practice, okay, for that. Clear?
So this work pool won't take any space, no?
No, no, it won't take any space.
So means actual space took, means was this model only.
Yeah, space is regarding this model only. The model which you have created, that is the space consumptive one. This is just an icon, that's it. This is no any representation here, no any space related one.
Okay, sir.
सर जैसे मल्टीपल वर्क पूल और ब्रोकर हो गए थे, तो हमने उनको कनेक्ट मतलब रिलेट कैसे किया था आसपास कि ये वर्क पूल इस ब्रोकर का ही है और ये ब्रोकर इस वर्क पूल का ही है.
दैट इज व्हाट आई एम सेइंग. पहले ये कंप्लीट करने दो. सो जस्ट प्रैक्टिस ऑल दीज थिंग्स. टुमारो आई विल एक्सप्लेन यू. सी व्हाट विल हैपन. I will show you. If you import a work pool directly, so when you double click this one, it will be called a broker, this one only. So again you need to call whenever you are using another work pool, so you need to be have some broker also, and these both are not in relationship. You need to drag and drop here. Now if you click one, this one, there is a broker one, so this is broker one, and now these both are connected. Now you have connected these two. Now you need to assign this with this one. Okay, in this model, if you double click this one and there is an importer tab, in that importer tab there is a broker section here. So the default broker name is broker, so here broker. If you want this broker to be default for these missions, then you need to click in that importer section. You need to drag and drop your broker on this broker section. So whatever the name, that will be defined. Now this mission is having relationship with this broker only. Now this broker is having relationship with this work pool. So if this M3 is wanted some person to work, then automatically from this work pool it will be coming. Okay, it is
सर
a
सो दिस मीन्स कि वर्क पूल और ब्रोकर आपस में ऑटोमेटिकली कनेक्ट हो जाते हैं जब हम पहला वर्क पूल और फिर ब्रोकर आइकन पे क्लिक
हाँ
करते
हाँ
हैं तो.
हाँ. But One, you need to
मतलब
verify that. See, you can pick work pool first, you can pick work pool, I mean broker second. There is no any, I mean default options. So once you have assigned them, then you need to drag and drop, which means you need to assign that. Then they will be having relationship with this one. So if you don't assign this like this, what will
Okay,
happen?
sir.
This work pool will be having relationship with this broker default, in default. That is having also the problem. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Fine. That's it from tomorrow,
Okay, sir.
guys. Any, just practice all these things which you have discussed. Not this one, not the double broker, not the double work pool. I will explain you in detail, like the things which I have explained you today. Like I will explain you tomorrow in detail how. So what is the method if at all I want to add two or more brokers in the model? So for every mission I want a separate broker. Then what is the method I need to adapt? So how I need to do this human modeling, I mean human movement with respect to footpaths, all those things will be discussed in the tomorrow session. Okay, today you need to practice this model. So you need to create multiple missions, you need to assign the labels, you need to assign the workplaces, and you need to add a humans to this model, and you need to work on it perfectly. So which means every mission should be having one worker, and it should supposed to work like this. Okay, not only the simple model. Till now what are the models you have prepared? For all the models, like you have prepared some complicated models like the Friday model. So you have prepared some conversion diversion model. In that, try to add some humans over there, and try to do to what exactly happened in that, and check what is the problem. So if there will be a problem, just take a screenshot of it, and in the tomorrow session, or tomorrow session, directly open that model and show it to me. I will try to solve it. That is how we're going to end it. Okay.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
sir.
Fine. That's it from my side, guys. Work on all these things as we discussed today. And if you're having any doubts, just ask me in tomorrow's session or today in the WhatsApp also. Okay. Fine,
Okay,
guys.
sir. Thank you, sir.
Bye. Thank
Have a
you.
great day, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.